Welcome to the Dusty Road Podcast, where the conversations are real, stories are raw, and the map, yeah, we tossed that out miles ago. I'm Dusty, just a dude with a mic, joint, and way too many questions. Each week, sit down with the weird, the wild, and the wonderful. Musicians, misfits, and everyday people with stories that deserve to be heard. So kick back, roll one if you got one, and let's take the long way round. This is Dusty Roads. Yo, what's going on, everyone? And welcome to episode number 2, the Dusty Roads podcast. Today I got a very special guest, very long-time friend of mine. He's also a business owner. He's the business owner of a business called 705 Home Services. My buddy Jer. How's it going, man?
I'm good, buddy. That intro, dude, is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I
sets the vibe for it, eh?
Unreal. I really like it, Dusty. That's awesome. How are you doing, buds?
I'm great, man. Covering after the long weekend, you know.
You
Had
feeling
a,
it?
I didn't really get into anything. It was nice to relax, man. It was one of the first weekends where we weren't really doing anything at all and didn't have anything planned. So we're like, yeah, we're just gonna chill and chill as a family, and
That's the best weekends for sure.
absolutely, bro,
Just
absolutely.
wake up, don't have any itinerary, and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Went out, worked a couple hours on the Sunday. Did a couple of cleaning with Emily.
No Sunday fun day.
Yeah, a couple
I,
hours.
I was at one of their properties today,
Oh yeah,
and
nice.
I think I just missed Emily.
Oh yeah,
But the customer's happy. She loves your work.
awesome, awesome to hear, man. I'll let her know that. So anyway, reason we kind of brought you here for a nice little interview that you definitely agreed. We're gonna talk about your business in lawn care and snow removal.
Yeah.
Crazy stories, the grind of the business, kind of get into everything, some fun stuff.
You want the good, the bad, and the ugly, eh?
Exactly.
Oh,
So
I'll give it to you.
first, start off just kind of me and you. How long have we known each other? Would you say
Oh shit, Dusty. You know what, man? We're getting upon I think 7 years now.
7 years, 8 years, something like that?
Yeah, and dude, the story of how we met is insane. Like, are we getting into that right now?
Definitely. Let's
Oh
get the
man, I'll
story
let you
back,
take
bro.
the lead first, bro.
Okay, so why? I think it was 2016. Kind of, we both used to be online. We used to stream hockey games,
NHL.
NHL. Yeah, we somehow randomly came with each other's streams one day. We saw the 705. We actually both used to have that. We used to actually use that as our brand.
That was the common factor in us was the old
Yeah.
705.
And we got talking. I'm like, "Oh, where you from?" And he said he was from Peterborough. And I'm like, "Yo, no way! Like that's kind of where I'm from. I don't live there right now, but
Like, what the fuck, man? Of
yeah,
all people, the one person messaged
yeah,
me says I'm from the same city. It was crazy, dude.
yeah,
Goosebumps.
exactly." And then basically, you offered me a job. We worked together for a whole summer, lived together with each other 24 hours a day for like 3 months, basically.
Man, that led to so much. So much of that summer led to our future,
Oh,
and we
I
didn't
know,
even
right?
know it. Like
So
even
that actually comes to like the question of like, did you ever think when we were, running in the kitchen, working our 14, 15, 16-hour days pretty much every single day, 6 days a week? Did you envision that you were going to be a business owner at all? Just business owner, period?
all right, that's a really good question. Back then, I think I really did it just because I was growing up, and I felt like cooking is getting me the next step into, I guess, the next career. I was trying to put
Mhm.
my foot in the ground, trying to figure out what career I really wanted, and I did the whole restaurant scene for so long that I just got so sick of it. I started hating people at the time. And then going out to that camp, as you know, it kind of changes your aspect of culinary and cooking because it's not like working in a restaurant, right?
No.
So, and then having our boss, like mine and your boss, constantly in our ear about building an empire and wanting to do his own thing. Before all that, I didn't even know like what owning a business was. I just knew what like working for a paycheck Monday through Friday, or whatever it was. I
Monday to
I only
Friday,
worked for a paycheck.
kitchens, 7 days a week if you're in a kitchen, I guess, right?
Yeah, man. 7 days a week, and then it if you get a day off during the week, you're lucky. But
Yeah.
I always tell people you're either going in when the sun's coming up and you're coming to see it when the sun's going down. Like you don't really get to see day sunlight and things like that.
No,
But
you don't.
to your question, I never really expected myself to own my own business. But back then, I really wanted to own my own brand.
Yeah.
It's just like I really wanted to make a name for myself in something, but I just didn't think it was
And the amount of chats we used to have about that actually in the kitchen, both of us. Is, yeah, we
right.
want to make a name for ourselves. We want to be known. We want to, like, want to make a
Um,
difference.
and it's funny too because my aunt asked me the same thing the other day. She goes, "Did you personally ever feel like you were gonna own a business or be a business owner?" I didn't see myself doing that, and then she reminded me that I used to watch a Dragon's Den since I was like
Hmm.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
And all those mindsets and hearing those numbers and things like that, and then looking at my $1,000 that I've ever made in my bank account, I was like, dude, something's not right here. Like, why is
Yeah.
everybody else working for a paycheck, not getting anywhere? Well, business owners and things like that are sitting on their boats and having vacations and things.
Yeah.
So after you
Exactly.
figure that out, I feel like it's a different road.
So, like, when you did see yourself becoming a business owner, did you ever think it was going to be with like grass and snow removal? Like, is that what you envisioned yourself owning? Like, you grew up in the restaurant industry, you didn't see yourself buying your own like chip truck or food truck or anything like that, being like, I can do something different.
Yeah, so like being a cook, I wouldn't even call myself a chef, but a lot of people do. Being a cook, it's a cook's dream to own a kitchen of their own or like a restaurant of their own or just be in control of their own business per se, even if it is a food truck. But honestly, I didn't I didn't really see myself doing that kind of thing. I really wanted to move into personal catering and doing events and things like that with
Kind of
cooking.
like how you got to at the end, like when we worked together, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And that was really fun because we could hang out, cook really good meals, entertain really good people, and they'd all be happy, right?
Hmm.
But then moving into my own thing, I remember Googling one day, what's the best way to start your own business? And lawn care came up. Excuse me one sec. Lawn care came up, and I just thought to myself, like, I could really do that. I know at the time that this was happening, you were doing lawn care.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I gave you a shout and you gave me a lot of good information about lawn care. It was just
Yeah.
one of those things that I found that I knew I was going to be able to do.
And look at you now.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Now, to me, I'm my
So,
hardest critic, so I never really see myself as successful, quote unquote successful. I always want to get to the next level.
so
So,
when did you get like that first itch to start your business? Like, what was your kind of final straw for leaving the restaurant industry? I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to
so
carve my path
there's
to
an in
do something
between with
different.
that. So when we got back from camp, you went straight back to work and I did not go back to work just because I was so done with the summer.
Yeah.
Long story short, there was no camp the following season, right? So I knew I really
Mhm.
need to figure something out. There is an in between camp and starting my own business. I did delivering for that business for
Yeah.
I
Yep.
don't know, like 2 years or so, but that moved on and gave me opportunities where I was working Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
and then doing lawn cutting on the weekend for like anybody and anybody I could do. I remember going into stores and be
It
like, "Hey
basically
man,
started as a side hustle for you.
100% side hustle," and then it got to the point where I was so busy on my Fridays and Saturdays that I knew I was going to have to work a Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
So I talked to my boss, and my boss totally understood. He knew where I was coming from, and then he asked to sign up for lawn care and snow
that's a bonus,
removal.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and he has a pretty big place, so it really, really helped me out. And we still do him. A big shout out to that guy because he's really had my back through the whole building of the business.
And so you did the lawn care thing, and then what made you have that itch where like you could have your business, you could have sustained that just for the summer, took a whole winter off, and went and spend it in Cuba on the beaches or whatever you want to do, and then not go out at 2 o'clock in the morning with all the snow.
What really keeps you going is having those mini goals in mind. So the way I like to see it is like even in Shell, where we're sitting there having goals to get these like players out of packs, right? I got these goals in my head where if I want a piece of equipment, if I want a new plow this year to make more money, I'm going to hit these little goals. And I'm
Hmm.
not, I don't know if it's me as a person or if I'm just hard on myself, but I'm willing to sacrifice things to hit those goals where some people aren't, and call it selfish or not. But I feel like the people that don't give those little things up, like going out on a Friday and Saturday with your best friends rather than sitting doing marketing and stuff, those are the guys that usually are complaining and don't have successful businesses.
So the phrase what comes to mind is uh short-term pain, long-term gain.
Hails to the yes brothers.
Put in your It's about putting in the blood equity, the sweat equity in your company, the blood, the sweat, the tears. Build up what you want, and then it eventually builds, and then right, you would hire the talent.
So man, eventually you get to the point where like, well, we've been super lucky to have so much work come in that Megan and I have looked at each other and we're like, we really need help. Like we could do it ourselves and whatnot,
Hmm.
but at the end of the day, and it's weird too because as soon as you hire somebody, the numbers go down, regardless of how good they are, regardless of everything. You're still paying somebody something that you would bring home at the end of the day.
Hmm.
So now you're turning a little business that you have that's just a little side hustle where you're making pretty good coin, and now you're bringing one or two guys in. You're splitting that coin right down the middle. So it's a different outlook, I guess. But I feel like when I started hiring people was the times where my shoes got pulled up really far because I knew I needed to hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. So who or what inspired you to take the leap to, go full into your business from taking it from that side hustle into like
Full
legit?
fledged.
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, like Megan was a big aspect in this. She's always like encouraged me, tell me. I would come home complaining about my delivery job, being like, could have made way more money today if I just did my own thing. Sorry, Dusty. And she
I remember you saying this to me too. You started, and I remember Megan being that big push
huge
to
push,
you,
man. Like I
and then
remember
a couple
days.
gave you a little bit of that push too.
Yes, huge, man. Like family, friends,
Yeah,
everybody. Well, my old boss, he's the one that really pushed me the most to be like, man, you can do this. There's a million people that will want your service. Like, don't worry about the little ones, right?
exactly.
Uh, but there's a guy, I don't know if you're familiar with him. His name's Mike Andes. You should put like a link or something in the description. But he's a guy that is from the States. He started a lawn care business when he was 15 years old,
Yeah,
and he's got 150 locations throughout North America now. His business is called Augusta Lawn Care, and he franchised it. But I remember watching his videos, and like I just became inspired, man. I'm like, I could do this. I could be this guy. And then watching his ideas and stuff, those were natural ideas that were coming to my head. I was like, all
Yeah.
right, let's just implement these things that I'm learning from this guy and see where it goes. And sure enough, big shout out to
Yeah.
that dude. Fuck.
So, what was the first piece of equipment that you bought for the business?
Holy cow, man. First piece of equipment I ever bought for the business. So you want to hear a funny story? Everybody will think like a lawnmower or like a
Yeah.
string trimmer. Nah, man. So what happened was Megan and I moved to our new location. We just rent the place.
Mm-hmm.
And I go out in the garage or the little shed in the back, and they got a lawnmower and a freaking weed whacker sitting there. So I was like, you know what? First year, baby, I'm taking it with me. It was like this, like this green, crappy weed whacker. I think it was like a weed man weed whacker.
I
I don't know.
remember that
You
thing. Yeah.
remember that thing? And then it was a dude. I actually love these lawnmowers, but it was a Power Smart,
Okay.
and you buy them at Canadian Tire. They're only like $300, man. It lasts me the whole season. I still use Power Smarts for like really big hills because they're so light.
Yeah.
Very first piece of equipment I ever bought, it was my birthday. Megan went out with her parents and bought me a backpack blower. It was a BR 600 steel. And those things are
Nice.
expensive. Like if you got a
Yeah.
lawn care business in your fleet, your blowers are probably the most per buck.
Yep.
You don't want to lose a blower, you don't want to drop one off the trailer, and you don't want to get one stolen.
Man, like, and it's like you have to have one, and
Yeah.
it's like you need it for so actually little of lawn care
You just
itself.
fire it up for 45 seconds per property and fuck,
Yeah.
she's good to go.
Well, like when I did more, you did, yeah. So for everyone there, Jared is actually more. He's home services, so he does residential services, residential lawn care and snow removal.
Yes, sir.
So when I did lawn care, I worked basically it was like 85% commercial properties. So
Big,
like
big places.
apartments, yeah, big
Plazas.
places, apartments, plazas.
The big money.
So like yeah, basically where the care is not taken like if you're doing like an actual home care business.
Yeah. So, like, I feel.
It's cut the grass.
So, it's funny. In my first couple seasons, I figured I got this pattern down. All these residential customers are calling me because all these commercial guys come in, try to
Hmm.
take them on, and then they just got no time. No
No.
time, brother. And then if they do
Oh,
got
it's a
the time,
grind.
it's a sloppy job.
Yeah.
So we scoop up the leftovers, and then we throw them on our
Mhm.
back, and then we keep them happy for the rest of their life.
Exactly. So how did you find your first few clients?
Oh shit, man. Family, dude. Family was key, man. My cousin Carly, she started asking me to cut her grass. So I'd be doing this like, I don't know. I did it for 3 or 4 weeks before her husband came out. Was like, hey, my father-in-law, no, my father has two places, like his personal property, and then he has an apartment building on
Hmm.
Schmong Road. Is there any way you'd be interested in cutting it? The guy's doing a pretty crappy job. Went there, banked that off, got the quote. I think I charged so cheap, man. I think I charged like $30 and $40 to cut like two properties, which nowadays can't go anywhere. You can't make any money off that.
No. So
But
that kind of actually steers me into actually a similar kind of question I had for you on that. So looking back, what mistakes makes you look back on and laugh at that you've made
okay, well,
early in your
number
business?
one, definitely get a proper jack for your trailer.
Yeah.
If you have a trailer set up, make sure you don't top heavy weight it, and if you do, make sure that the jack is set in place. And if the jack is set in place, make sure you don't pull that jack. That's number
Yeah.
one. Number two, um, you know what? A big thing I look at with business is at the very beginning of the first couple years or like start, you always want to say yes to everybody. And I learned I learned so many times that that is not a good thing. So like
That makes sense.
I don't know how many customers that we've let go just because they weren't a proper fit for our business.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have had to happen if I didn't say yes. Like, if you just have a funny gut feeling or just know what you're looking out for, I'd say 80% of people are great. The other people you really don't want to deal with because there's something there in between that
Yeah.
you just, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, did anyone doubt you when you started?
Everybody doubted me, buddy.
Everybody?
I used to say, I love the doubters, man, because at the end of the day, the doubters are the one that are going to give me a shout in the next couple of years. And there's been a lot of people that have offered, like, oh, you got your own business. Give me a shout if you ever need help and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've called people for help so many times, or like even offering them like weekend work or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are never wanting to help.
No, no doubt. Yeah.
um, I don't know, like not necessarily have people that doubt you, but you have people that kind of slide it off your back or their back.
Yeah.
Um, they like I remember sending messages back in the day of like anybody going through my messenger with the copy and paste message saying like, "Hey, can I cut your ass?" Nobody replied, but I remember guys that reply now saying, "Hey man, my grandma or my mother lives in town anyway, you can cut her grass." And I laugh at that because like you didn't have time for me when I need to reach out to you. Now that you need something, you're reaching back out to me.
Yeah.
So, but I usually suck the bullet on that one and get her done because I like making customers happy.
Exactly. And that's what matters, right?
Yeah, man. Conversation goes a long way. It's not really good to have arguments with people or like disconnect with people. It's good to be on the same boat.
Yeah. Okay. So, walk me through a typical summer day of Jer.
Like days of work or like a
Yeah.
days of work off.
No days of work.
All right, days of work. Usually, would wake up around quarter to six, or 5:45, 6 o'clock. This phone right here rapidly goes off. Usually about 4 or 5 times before 8 o'clock. So I will make sure that those are answered, dealt with. Usually, I have things scheduled ahead of time so everybody knows what they're doing beforehand.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a rain day. The guys know to wake up if it's raining. Don't show up if it isn't raining. Show up. I'll wake up, do that, check my emails. Usually there's like things due and things like that, like invoices and things. Check the
Mm-hmm.
QuickBooks, make sure everything's good. Let my dog outside, let her go do her business and stuff like that. Get showered and ready for the day. It's a little bit hard right now because I'm in an air cast, so it takes a little bit more time. And then by the time you know it, I run the business out of my house, so the guys will usually show up here.
Mm-hmm.
They will go straight to the tool shed, get all the tools ready for the day, which is usually lawn cutting, the string trimmer, blower, backpack blower, mower, push mowers, zero turn, fuel, string trim line, all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will go through with the crew leader of what needs to be done that day specifically, like if there's any properties that need an extra trimming around the garden bed or weeds pulled or something like that. I'll let them know. Then the guys are off. By the time the guys are off, I will be coming back and working on more projects for the day on my phone, quotes and things like that. By the time I'm done that, I will head out and go check the properties that the guys have done. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm not checking those properties, I'm doing quotes, like I'm out there looking at other properties or like talking to people. Check up on the guys, come back, make sure everything's all good with them once again before I usually do like maintenance and things like that, like blades, oil changes. We got like backup string trimmers and things like that, so they just swap them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're back by 3 or 4 o'clock because they're starting. They're starting pretty early, right? And they usually have a good time frame.
Yeah.
They'll come back, let me know what if there was a property that didn't need done by chance. They'll let me know what didn't need done. Hopefully, there's no breakdowns. Let me know about that. The guys will put everything away and ready for the next day.
Okay. And
Now,
then so
if
like winter.
oh man, winter is so I got two trucks that run in the winter time. So basically, the guys are always on call in the wintertime 24/7.
Yeah.
So say it snows, our trigger rate is 2 inches, but we have some properties where they have snow regardless. We got to be there.
Yeah.
Guys will show up here and get all the snow blowers in the truck because there's a snow blowing route. I usually am plowing on my other truck. Get the plows out, get the salt out, and then I have a list of about 45 to 50 places for them to do.
Mm-hmm.
And to keep people happy, we do it in a 10-hour time frame, which is pretty difficult actually. But they get it done
Yeah.
because the boys crush it. And places are really close to each other. Like we get neighbors, like one neighbor here, one neighbor across the road, one neighbor.
So is that you've used that as like a marketing strategy too when you're like at a property trying to get like the neighbors.
Absolutely, man. Like you got to make the neighbors happy, and eventually they're gonna ask you to do it because
Yeah.
that's what neighbors do. Usually the guys are out there for 10 to 12 hours doing snow.
Uh,
You
okay.
There's no issues whatsoever as like services. Everybody needs to get done, so they don't really need to come back and be like, "Oh, this is done." But
Yeah.
snow is the bread and butter, man. Like the snow removal season is fun. Plowing is a bit different. Plowing, I'll jump in the truck, usually go get salt, and then do my bigger places.
Yeah.
And then I have a guy beside me that just jumps out and does the shoveling.
Okay.
So then we'll meet up at the end of that shift, and hopefully to God it doesn't start snowing again because the next day it's the exact same thing, my friend.
You did have a raw winter. That
Buddy,
was a
it
big
was
winter.
so busy this winter, dude.
Yeah.
I learned so
So
many lessons.
so which one is harder than mowing lawns in the blazing sun or clearing snow at 4 a.m.?
I love cutting grass, dude. I absolutely like love the heat. I get a
So you
really good.
say the snow is harder then?
The snow's harder for the guys because the
Yeah.
guys are the ones out there doing it. I'm sitting in the warm truck plowing.
Well, now you are. You used to be one of the guys right out there,
I
though.
used to be one of the guys. I put my dues in there.
Well, it's your business owner at the end of the day,
So, but
right?
it's a frig, man. I remember sitting there snow blowing, and then the snow would keep coming and hit you in the face, and you'd get in the
Oh, it's
truck all
horrible, man.
soaked.
I used to do it. We used to do it on commercial properties as well, the sidewalks.
Oh man, that would yeah,
And yeah,
frig.
so like, I can get to be own it. Yeah, that'd be the only way I'd ever get into it again. Is it with I was owning it, right?
Snow removal prices going up this year, buddy.
That's,
Get
that's
into
because
her.
that's because insurance rates go up, right?
That's it.
So,
Yeah.
what's the most stressful part of the business?
Um. Usually making sure everybody shows up and everything's working. Like one bad bolt can throw the whole day off. So I
So, like
find
a lot of prep work, basically, right? Like going in everything, maintenance.
huge, and even this falls between lawn and snow. But with lawns, you can have a zero turn break on a big property, and you can
Yeah,
let them know like, hey, I can come back tomorrow and do it.
yeah,
Snow removal, you can't let them know that you can come by tomorrow and do it. Like if the blowers
exactly.
break down, you better grab a shovel and get her done.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
it's
hardest
just
part.
yeah, absolutely. That would be, man. Uh, what I had. Have you had customers try to haggle you down after the job is done?
You know what?
Or like, how do you
Surprisingly
deal
not.
with the people that want like the cheapest price possible?
Well, usually I'm not like a debater or anything like that. So for debating on a price, I usually tell them probably not the right fit then if it's going to be that big of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a larger project, like in the thousands range, there's an issue between like $3,000 and $5,000. I'm going to work with the person to try to meet in the middle, like just to keep them satisfied.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Like I don't want to argue with the person like with low numbers. We're talking about like 60 to 40. Like,
Exactly.
man,
But at the same time, though, you got to look at you're a business owner and you need to make money off it. You have guys to pay, you have overhead, you have expenses, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Like, you can't. A lot of people don't understand how much overhead there really is between the business. But I guess the easiest way to put it is the guys working just don't collect all that. It
Mhm.
needs to go towards insurance. It needs to go towards fuel. Uh, just breakdowns, anything. It's like if you're doing
That's the
$40 an
string that
hour,
goes in their trimmers.
yeah, exactly.
It all adds up, bro.
So
Uh, what's the most ridiculous request you've had from a customer?
the most ridiculous request. We had a customer that didn't have a back entrance to their backyard, so they asked us to bring the lawnmower through their house. I'm not kidding you. So we did.
What?
We literally picked the lawnmower up, went through the front door, and then brought it to the back.
How big was the bag?
The back was an overgrown place. It had like a balcony and like a sliding door.
Yeah,
So we just picked the lawnmower up through the front, like it was a push mower.
yeah.
It had a bunch of grass clippings like dropping on the floor and things like that. But yeah, just brought it through the backyard or through the
Oh,
house to the
gee.
backyard. There's that request. Um, I haven't had any real like ridiculous,
That seems
ridiculous.
pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that one topped it right off.
Yeah. So how do you deal with an unreliable worker or employee?
Oh, that's difficult, man. So like unreliable, like usually not showing up is what you mean?
Not showing up really late.
Um, usually I just let them know like, hey man, I kind of need you to be here on time, like we discussed, like everybody else. But if they don't follow that, then you kind of gotta make a decision there because you need really good guys to make everything flow and work.
Mm-hmm.
And one bad apple can spoil the bunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So usually got to
Have
make
you?
a decision. There's been guys that have stepped up when you tell them,
Yeah.
but
So have
there's
you
some.
had to fire someone because of it?
Yeah, a few times actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between non-reliability and just just
Uh,
not performing. Like you can see a guy do really really good at first, and you can tell
yeah.
they're trying to impress you. But then they
Yeah.
just kind of go down instead of go up the ladder, and you're like, man, is everything all good?
Yeah.
Sometimes you never know what people are going through,
No, you're right.
right? So
Absolutely.
like I'm always
Yeah.
willing to work with somebody, especially if they're going through something. But if it's like a personal preference and not wanting to work harder than normal,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Mm-mm. All right. So what's your process for pricing jobs? Like, do you compare with the competitors or do you just set what your worth is?
Um, all depends on really what we're doing at the time. Now you got to know the market of what you're doing. So like lawn care and snow removal have their basic pricing.
Mm.
So you usually want to hit that in between what the customer likes and what you like to make. And like I know guys back in the day did like $40 for a lawn or like $40 for snow removal, but nowadays the price is way higher. So you got to meet them in between. And
Mm-hmm.
most customers are stuck on that end price, like the price that it was way back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I hear people go, "Oh, they want this." Well, yeah, snow removal is tough business. Someone's out there for an hour, either with a snowblower in your driveway, or someone needs a special machine to come and push that snow out of your driveway out of the way.
You got it. It's
Yeah.
it's I feel like sometimes you're trying to convince people, but in the same
Mm.
sense, the other ones that appreciate your work and like are willing to really go the next length to make you feel like you're doing a great job, those are the customers that you want to take over
Mm.
and
Yeah,
please.
absolutely. Yeah. Uh, so what's the biggest equipment breakdown story? Or how did you handle it?
Oh, I
Got to
cried.
be a good. There's got to be a good winner one.
Oh man, I cried. I can tell you two stories that are pretty good with breakdowns. So the first one is my very first season with snow removal, and I messed up big time on this property. It was out by the Lindsay turnoff there. I can't remember what it was called. Right by the ice cream shop.
Oh, Lindsay Road.
Yeah, and
Oh, I think it's called like Creamy Road or Creamery Road or something like that.
something like that. But there's a big horseshoe driveway out there, and I told them it was going to be $100 per visit.
Yeah.
And for some reason, through my quote, it was $100 for the season. So
Oh, bro.
yeah, so I lost a lot of money doing that property. But I remember the worst storm we had that season. I show up there with like the most shittiest snowblower. It was my very first snowblower ever. It was an MTD snowblower. You can buy them at Canadian. You can't even buy them anymore because they're so old. And I show up there, dude.
Yeah.
I pull the snowblower off, go to fire it up, nothing, man. And like this customer already messaged me. He was like, "Hey, where are you? You coming? Blah blah blah." There's already like half a foot of snow. They can't get out. Now my snowblower's not working, and I know it's going to take me like 2.5, 3 hours to even shovel this. Oh, not to mention, it's already out of the freaking truck off the ramp. How the hell am I going to get it back on the ramp now in the back of my truck? Because it's not firing up. And you can't
Oh,
push it. So that was a bad one. I don't even, you know what? Shout out to Megan because she fucking crushed it that day. By the time I need to call my dad for help, and he got there, and I was crying because I couldn't even, like, through frustration, I had tears, literally. She already had half the thing shoveled. So I went back and shoveled. Yeah. So I went back and shoveled it. That's the second worst story, though.
oh, okay. What's the worst one then?
Oh, man. So this is why we're trying to trend to snow plows because back to snow blowers. Here we go. Get your popcorn ready, all right?
Get popcorn out.
Do you remember like 3 years ago we had like a massive, massive 3 day storm and we had snow like 2 feet
Yeah.
high? It was
Yeah.
bad. Well,
Yeah. I was clearing
yeah,
3-foot drifts out of my driveway.
yeah, it was bad. Like I remember
Yeah.
sending guys out. They were clearing driveways that were 5 feet high, trying to shovel them out because it was 5 feet high. It was messed up.
Uh,
So the summer before this, Jared went out on Kijiji there, and she bought a nice used snowblower. So now I got two snowblowers, right?
yeah.
Feeling like a king. Get to this property, man, and I go to pull out the snowblower. It comes down, fire it up. I'm driving it, and the wheels, dude, I'm not even kidding you, fold out. Fold out and sit down. I look at it and I take the base plate off of it. The whole axle. So picture a car. Your
Yeah.
wheels are on a bar, right? The bar is called an axle. The whole
Mhm.
axle snap. And it was the same day I had the guys doing the 5 foot drifts, and now the guys are looking at me. They're like, "Are you shitting me? We literally gotta shovel this one now." Man,
Bro.
luckily I had a little
That
bit of
is
cash, and you got to turn the negative into a positive. That was the first day I ever went into Hemmings and bought my first snowblower. And we
okay.
still use the thing today. It's never really broke down.
There you go.
So it works, man. Like that's another good lesson is don't buy used if you're going to go buy equipment with your business.
Okay.
Try to buy as new as possible. I know it's hard at first, but
Yeah, absolutely. So what's your busiest month of the year?
every month. Every month is busy, my friend. Busiest month of the year for sure though is between December and January. It gets flooded with snow and then we get probably 2 to 300 on calls per
For
season.
people that don't have arrangements?
People that don't have arrangements, so they're calling you
Yeah.
right then and there just to try to get on the schedule.
Yeah.
Um, but that's it gets super busy right then and there, especially have day to day storms and things like that.
So are these like just one time, a lot of one time people, or are they
Um,
a reoccurring customer?
they're usually reoccurring. So what we'll do is we'll give them a deal if they want to get it cleared right away. But the deal
Mhm.
only stands when you're signing up for your seasonal snow removal.
Okay. Yeah.
And like say they're gonna sign up in January, so they're gonna pay a monthly fee in January, monthly fee in February, a monthly
Hmm.
fee in March. They got a bonus because they only paid half the season, but the following season they'll be paying the same amount as they did the, the previous season
Yeah.
before that, just the whole
Okay.
season.
Awesome.
So yeah, December, January is usually the busiest, and then fall time, spring and fall are pretty busy as well. Everybody wants things done right away.
Yeah. All right. So what motivates you to keep grinding when it's tough?
Uh, just my family, keeping it going,
Yeah.
trying to
Uh,
support and like hit our goals and like wanting to buy a house and move forward with things.
yeah. Do you set long term goals for the business, or do you just take it one season at a time?
We try to. That's a really good question, Dust. Usually, usually I try to take it a season. Like I try to look at the lawn care season as one thing, and then I try to look at the winter season as the other
So
thing.
you kind of break your business into like two businesses in a way,
Yeah, like halves.
like a halves instead of like a quarter. You look at like a half year.
Yeah, exactly. So I know half the year we're going to be doing a lot of like leaf cleanups and like gardening and lawn cutting and things.
Yeah. So that's basically what you do. So you transition from grass cutting to okay, grass cutting, grass has gone dormant to going to leaf cleanup and gutter cleaning.
Yeah, gutter cleaning especially. Like
Yeah.
you guys keep us busy with the old gutter cleaning, bud.
Yeah, we gotta do that. So what's the proudest moment you've had as a business owner so far?
Uh, I don't know. Like what I guess the proudest would be. I just keeping it really as busy as possible and knowing we got work going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me like pretty proud is that we can do that. I know like a lot of business struggle trying to keep going, but if we can
Hmm.
keep going, 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 we're good.
Absolutely. Have you thought about expanding the business into anything else? So like branching off into other
Uh,
home service besides lawn care and snow removal.
so like I always want to keep the original business the same, but I do want to branch out to like cities around us that aren't super far, like Bridge North, Ennismore, Lakefield, all those places.
So expand your business into those kind of
Yeah, but I
places.
don't want to like don't see it like franchising or anything like that.
No, but just expanding like your area.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, so you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life, or do you like maybe see yourself selling it? Like if someone offered you to buy your company tomorrow, would you sell it?
Don't really see myself kind of selling the business anytime soon. I still have these goals that I really want to hit. Still have like communities I really want to hit and service people on the higher end spectrum, lake houses, things like that. I want to hit those places. I don't see us really selling the business. I want it to be a family business. So I remember starting out telling Megan, and like this revolves around I think a lot of people is when you hit a certain age and you don't go to college and university and things like that, you only have a select few things to do. And then you got to go out there and hope to God that somebody says yes in order for you to find jobs and things like that. I don't want that for my family. I don't want that for my cousins. I want to have a job in line where if my cousins need work, like my cousin Matt, shout out to that homie. If he ever needed work, he can come down and work for me. If my brothers need it work, they can come work. Something happened to me, my God, there's work. You know what I mean? There's something there, and I hope to God that it takes care of my family.
Huh?
I,
Okay. So it's
even
something you want to build more.
exactly, and like all my friends' kids, and like everybody's starting to have kids, right?
So
Guess
would
what?
you say like this is a part of like your legacy that you want it to be part of? Like,
Yeah, I hope so, man. I feel like if I'm starting this young now, that it's gonna build such a bigger picture of opportunity for things, especially for my family. So I feel like putting the time now, make it as big as possible, and let's just make it as perfect as possible after that.
exactly.
So, good question though, Dust.
Yeah. Awesome, man. I'm glad. All right. So get into some funny kind of real stories here. We get a little lighthearted, like funny. So what is the funniest thing you've seen while mowing a lawn?
Well, without a doubt, without mowing a lawn, the funniest thing I've ever seen is you having a box of Quaker Oats behind you. That is by far one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a big. That's gonna be your thing, okay? Just keep it.
Yep.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. It
It's our
happened today.
food shelf.
You
The
want to
food
hear the
shelf.
funniest thing that happened to me in lawn care, and it happened to me today.
Oh yeah. What's there's a story. Definitely gotta hear this.
My God, dude, I feel awful, but this is funny. Well, you tell me if I'm a sick prick or not, but it's pretty funny. All right, so backstory: used to do delivering. I had another delivery driver. His name's Matt, and he still works for the company. So basically, I was at an apartment today that is right across the road from Matt. Matt always comes out and says hi to us. He was on the delivery, so he's driving his brand new Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it brand new, you must ask? Well, two
Oh.
weeks ago, Matt got rear ended in his
Okay.
brand new Volkswagen.
Please tell me you got new rear-ended in it again,
Why did he have a brand new Volkswagen 2 weeks ago? Because his other Volkswagen a month ago got rear ended.
bro.
Okay? So you're following me here, right?
Yeah.
Pulls up to me today, goes, "Hey man, just got this car yesterday, brother. Look at it, it's so sick." I'm like, "Buddy, you gotta stay off the road, man. Like, you don't have good driving luck." I get in my truck, say goodbye to him. The driveway that we're in is an apartment building. It goes straight. You turn and it goes straight in. When you come
Yep.
out, you're facing a house, and a car is literally parked right there. I back out, dude, with my trailer, make the perfect turn around this car, pull forward, and he's following me backing up. My guy literally turns around beside me, goes, "He just hit that car." This guy had this car for 1 day, dude. I look in the rear view, get out. He smashed his whole bumper in, smashed the side part in of his brand new Volkswagen. I and 2 minutes ago he was just telling me because I asked him, like, "How's your insurance, bro?" Oh, they're fine, non-faults, man. Nothing was my fault. So I get out and I look at him like, "Oh, I guess this one's your fault, eh?" And he's like half in tears and stuff. But that had to go down on the list as one of the funniest things.
That's
O-
great.
Other funny thing, I laugh at it now, but Megan cut the tip of my finger off with shears.
I remember that one actually.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a yard?
We shouldn't talk about that, Dusty.
Oh yeah?
And
Why
this is
not?
PG rated.
No, it's explicit.
All
It
right.
has language.
Oh man, we found a sex doll in some guy's shed, and it wasn't a cheap one either. It was a really expensive one. You could tell
Are
from the
you-
metal and the plastic in it.
Yeah. So shout out actually to the other show I'm on, the Puck and Stoner Dads. we actually had a similar story to that where am I the asshole moment? And this guy fucking bought like whatever over $1,000 freaking sex doll, and he was like having sex with it at night, and you could hear him having sex with it at night.
Stay right away. It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a trap. The customer goes, because we were cleaning her rental apartment out, or rental house out. It was a junk removal job. She goes, these guys are pretty weird. I'd watch yourself. Like there's chains and stuff on the walls and like hanging down. So we finally made it to the shed, and let me tell you, dude, I have nightmares every other night about that. That's scary. You don't want to see that stuff
You know.
unless you're not like unless you're into it. But don't get into that stuff.
So do you get hit on the job
Oh man.
by all the old ladies?
Oh my god, dude. Hails to
No.
the nose to the brother. All the old ladies go, oh Jeremiah, I like your name. What's a bullfrog?
Yeah. The
Oh man.
craziest story from a snowstorm.
Oh man. Craziest story from a snowstorm. Well, our good buddy Kyle, eh? You remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Our good buddy Kyle, his uncle Jay hooked us up with some apartment buildings and complexes. Our very first year. Just me and Megan, we were doing walkways with the snowblower. Uh, you actually know, it was like Tallwood and Park Hill. Pretty
Okay.
big
Yep.
for just two people. I
Mm-hmm.
remember we got hit with a pretty big storm one season. Me and Megan went over there, and we went to pull the snowblower out of the back of the truck,
Mm-hmm.
and she hit my glass. Well, I probably hit my glasses with the snowblower, shattered my glasses completely. I was blind, and I had like 9 or 10 hours of work left that day.
Oh.
Oh yeah, dude! Like this arm right here was falling right off, and I think what I did was I pulled it off and I shoved it in my toque on the other side,
Oh yeah.
and it stayed. And I look like an idiot, but it stayed.
So, have you ever gotten stuck in a snowbank on the job?
Oh man, I fired a person because I got stuck at a snowbank.
That's fine.
So last season I got stuck up I got stuck up an incline that drifted to the lawn, and my one tire drifted over. So I called my crew leader, and keep in mind the crew leader was pretty good, but I had him out for like 2 shifts back to back, so he was pretty tired.
Yeah.
But he's also a crew leader, so his job is to be on the job 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
I called him, man. He's in my truck, right? Like he has my truck, my other truck. And I'm like, hey, buddy, you got to get over here. I'm stuck. The guy did not come, man. Yeah, I need to call like one of my other buddies to come get me. I need to send Megan over in a taxi to go pick up my other truck because this guy refused to get out of bed. Yeah, man. So
Fuck,
I've
dude.
got stuck, and it didn't end in good situations for that guy.
No kidding.
But I
Jeez.
got stuck, and my buddy came over, and he just towed me right out of there. Bud, I
Yeah.
went flying down the hill in my Dodge.
So, what's the worst client you've ever had?
Oh no, Dusty, worst client I've ever had. I had a client one time. I'm not even kidding you, brother. I went over there. She explained to me. She goes, "That's my first year of business." She goes, "I want to give you an opportunity. I really like small business owner, blah blah blah, all this stuff, right?"
Yeah.
And she made me feel really good that like she was giving me an opportunity rather than me providing a service for her. So
Mm-hmm.
I went over there, I did the lawn, and I know it was an apartment building over on Crawford Drive by Costco. Shout out Costco, good pizza and hot dogs. I'm doing the lawn, and I realized that their glass patio table is shattered. Yeah, it's shattered with glass, and like the glass is all on the patio, and like I noticed this right at the very beginning. So I called her up right away just to let her know. The
Yeah.
lady accused me of doing it. Yeah, she accused me of doing it, and then she goes, "Well, let me talk to my husband if this is a good fit anymore." I'm like, "Well, let me do you a favor. Like, this isn't a good fit. I didn't do this. Maybe check your cameras or ask your tenants. But thank you for the opportunity, and you have a great day." So
Jeez.
yeah, she made me feel like I freaking broke a glass table. I was just letting her know it was broken.
Yeah. So what was the best? So going from that, what was the best client you had?
I have this client that calls me his son because we do so much good work for him.
Okay.
So he that alone right there is probably the best client.
Yeah.
Frank.
No doubt.
His name's Frank. He uh he even messaged us yesterday and just made sure recovery's going good and things like that. But
That's awesome. Yeah, it's
yeah.
good to have good clients. Emily has a really good one that will text me every so often, going, "Hey Andrew, how you doing?" Because I communicate with him and, "Hey Andrew, how you doing? How's the family? How's your daughter? I bet she's getting big now." So yeah. Uh, has there been a time when you said this like certain job is not worth it?
There's been times
Like
where
you've
like
been at a job and you had someone like coming out and nitpicking your work and being like, "Okay, yeah, no, this just isn't worth it."
um yeah, there's been times where like I feel we've quoted jobs through like looking at Google Maps or something like that. Like prime
Mhm.
example, there's a hill in the back, so that makes
Mhm.
the job a little bit more pricier than normal.
Mhm.
But in the same sense, we we like doing those jobs because we feel like we're treating the customer appropriately,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
Okay.
So that's yeah, there's been times like that where big hills and underquoting have gone a long way.
Okay. So one last kind of humor kind of question. Let's throw it back to when me and you actually worked in the kitchen together. Okay.
Okay.
What's something funny that happened when we were working together? You think of a
Oh
funny?
my god. The funniest thing that's ever happened with me and you working together.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay, so we I the first weekend that me and you worked the first week that me and you worked together, we went home for the weekend and I wanted to buy you a knife set just because like you're doing really good. So what I did was I went bought you like I don't know, I wasn't making a lot of money. I bought you like an $80 knife
Yeah.
set. And you see where this is going. Oh, he will. Oh man. So basically, we get back to camp on the Monday. I think we're making was it roast beef?
I can't fucking. I think it was. I was cutting potatoes, right?
No, you're cutting a bag open. Were you cutting
No.
potatoes?
No, I was cutting a veggie because remember I cut one finger, it skipped one, and then went to the other.
Oh man. So basically, our boss came up to us, started talking to me about something crucial, got my mind like not even focused on anything to do with you.
Yeah.
And you come up running behind him, and I see you in my peripherals, but you're
Yeah.
holding your hand up like a high five. And our boss is still talking to me, and I'm in confusion between two things I'm seeing right now. By the time I focus at you, your whole hand is in blood, and you cut with my brand new knife I just gave you, dude. Your pointy finger, you missed your middle finger, and you
Yeah.
got your pinky and your other finger. For some way, you missed your middle finger, and I don't know how the fuck you did that.
Right?
But there was so
I
much
still
blood
don't
that
know.
day.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing. And then
So I remember he sent me up. They sent me up to like the infirmary or wherever the fuck it
the
was to
mini
go get like
hospital that we had.
yeah to go get bandaged up. And he's like, yeah, you should probably take a couple of days off. I was like, oh no, man, I was just gonna go right back. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick lightning round questions, one word, funny answers. If you have to, if you got a couple words, that's fine.
Okay, one word.
So, go to gas station snack during a shift.
Oh, meat stick. 100% meat stick.
Coffee or energy drinks?
Pepsi.
I knew you were gonna answer that one. So dream piece of equipment if money wasn't an issue.
Probably a skid steer. Skid steer with a nice dump trailer.
Worst weather you've ever worked in.
Oh man, we've had like slushy, wet, rainy.
Okay. Uh, one job you'll never do again.
I really don't like trees because I think trees cause accidents. I like doing
Tree
bush
removal.
trimming and stuff, but I don't like
Yeah.
dropping trees. I have a guy
Yeah,
that
you
does
do.
that for me.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, would you rather cut 50 lawns in one day or shovel 50 driveways in one night?
Oh shit, that's a good one, Dusty. You know what? I'd flip a quarter on that. I'd literally
Flip a
heads or
quarter.
tails it. Yeah,
You would. Wow.
either or, bud.
Most underrated tool in your arsenal.
Most underrated tool that is the most valuable
Yeah.
is my quicker picker upper. So if you're on a zero turn,
Yeah, I know the thing you're talking about. The grabby
yeah,
thingy.
it picks
Yeah.
things up.
Okay.
Or a quick shoot for your zero turn. It
Yeah.
closes the chute when you're going past garden beds.
Those are cool. Yeah. Who works harder, you or your snowblower?
You know what? If the snowblower was going all year round, he'd have me beat in a heartbeat, bud. But I think I got that thing crushed like the Undertaker, dude. 6 feet
Yeah.
under. In the wintertime, though, she does give her pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so give a shout out to your business.
Yeah,
What's the
705. If you
name?
guys need 705 Home Services, Peterborough, Ontario, Lakefield, Ennismore, Bridgenorth. If you guys need anything home outside related, snow, lawn, anything at all, you give us a call. We can help you out for sure.
Awesome. How can people find you?
Just Google us, man. 705, like the area code numbers, home services. It will come up. Um, check us out, brother. You can email us. We got
You
a
got a
YouTube
YouTube
page.
page?
Got
What's
the
the
old
YouTube page?
YouTube's page, the old YouTube's Wisdom 705. It's where it all started, Dust Muffin.
Wisdom 705. I'll put that in the description so you can check out his channel. He does upload snow care stuff and lawn care. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
upload some shorts in that.
yeah. What's your favorite
Uh,
video? I already know which one it is.
oh, yeah, the old poor old lady that was trapped in her house and couldn't get
Yeah,
out. Bad. Yeah.
that's right. We
Yeah.
helped her.
What advice would you give to someone of thinking of starting a business like yours?
Just shoot for the moon. Go for it. There's a lot of people out there that talk and say they're going to do something. It's not a lot of people that actually get up and go out that door and do it. Don't be shy talking to people. Look at people as they're your family and talk to them with the conversation. A lot of people like that.
Absolutely. If you could jump in a time machine right now and go back 5 years and you could have tell yourself only one thing to help you with your business right now, what would it be?
Customer satisfaction, make everybody happy as much as I can that are the true customers. Avoid the ones that don't appreciate what you do and are just kind of using you just for a service. But looking back at it, you could read the ones now, and as soon as you lock hands with those people, the sky's the limit.
Absolutely. What's one thing in this business that nobody would believe until they tried it?
A lot of people say there's not a lot of money in lawn care and snow removal, and it's just one of those lawn boy jobs or whatever. If you put your mind to it, man, you can really, really make it a career thing. I know there's some
Mhm.
guys that they do it just for fun, but if you look at the long term effect, if you put the numbers together, I think you'd be surprised. A lot of people would be surprised.
Okay. And I know you said what's next for you and your company. I know you talked about like expanding your reach of like going out, maybe hiring crews and sending them out.
Yeah.
Which one do you think is like the first one that you want to get into? First area.
I really want to get into like the Young's Point area.
Okay.
I feel like that whole Youngs Point road, which is a big road on the lake,
Mm-hmm.
it has the property size that we kind of focus on more,
Yeah.
and we
So like
try to
that,
do
like probably Race Lake too.
yeah, we try to do an all year round thing where if we're doing the grass, want to get them for
Yeah,
snow as well.
exactly.
So
Man,
Lakefield, I guess, would be your answer.
that's awesome. So, do you have any final thoughts? Any final great memories of us? Anything you can think of to end this interview, man? Hour and a half, hour and 5 minutes already.
Oh, buddy, I just appreciate you, and I know this is gonna go far for you, and I'm grateful to be part of your journey as well. So you're my best friend, and let's keep her going.
Man, I'm so glad that you came on here. I'm glad that we got to come on and talk about your business, promote your business, and like just get down into the deep end of what you've put all your passion to in the past few years, man.
I appreciate that, Dusty. Honestly,
It's honestly so cool to see it come into fruition and those conversations that we used to have. Like, man, this is just the grind. This is just us paying our dues. Like this is us and working and seeing us go our ways. I have my family and all that, man. It's so cool to see.
yeah. There's a lot of people that say like you only got a select few friends that you can really count on your hands, and it's true. The older you get, the the closer your true friends become.
Yeah, and it's hard to maintain those friendships, everyday contact kind of stuff, right? When you got a family and you got a business. And the fast style of life. That's why I appreciate anyone that's willing to give this podcast a listen to because there's only 24 hours in a day and you guys are giving me about an hour of your time.
That's it.
So yeah, that means a whole lot that people are willing to listen to this too.
That's gonna go far, my friend.
I really hope so, buddy. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for listening to this episode. You can check this out on YouTube. We're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you can get a podcast. It's available. Don't forget to check it out and check out Jer. He'll be in the description. Check out his business. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Dust.
Well, that's the end of the road for today's episode of Dusty Roads. Thanks for riding along and sharing the journey. If you dug the conversation, make sure to hit the follow button, drop a review, and share it with someone who loves a good story. You never know where the next road leads, but I promise it's going to be one hell of a ride. Until next time, keep your wheels steady and your stories dusty.